Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, man found guilty of murder and ex-girlfriend's stabbing death. A jury found a man guilty Thursday of stabbing his ex-girlfriend to death in their Danville home. It took little more than an hour of deliberations for the jury to find Richard Moore guilty of first and second-degree murder in the death of Joanne Butcher in 2016. During the trial, jurors heard testimony from Moore's sister that he confessed to killing Butcher and setting her body on fire in hopes of destroying evidence. Prosecutors also showed Moore's videotape confession to police. Defense attorneys said that any statements Moore gave were corn seed. They also said calls and messages in which Moore threatened to harm Butcher shouldn't be taken seriously. Prosecutors said Moore snapped and killed Butcher because she refused to pick him up at work, forcing him to walk an hour back to their house. Sentencing is scheduled for 9 a.m. Friday. This is a breaking news story. It will be updated as more information comes into our newsroom. Bella Bond's mother violates probation. The mother of Bella Bond, the little girl whose body was found washed up on a Boston Harbor island in 2015, has violated her probation, the Telegram reports. Rachel Bond was found in violation of her probation Thursday in Worcester Superior Court for failing a court-ordered drug test and missing an appointment with her probation officer, the paper reported. Bond, 42, pleaded guilty to accessory and lance charges in connection with case and was witness to the trial of her former boyfriend, Michael McCarthy. McCarthy was found guilty of second-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole in 20 years. Hundreds of Maine law enforcement honor state's fallen officers. Let's take a listen to the video from WMTW News 8 Maine.
It's time to upgrade Nissan's Tech sales event. Get 0% financing on every model, including Rogue with ProPilot Assist.
Steve Filbert, Auburn Police Department. John E. Sutton, University of Maine at Orono Police Department. Richard E. Varney, Maine Warden Service. Carol W. Miller, Paris Police Department. Jim Swank, Brunswick Police Department. John T. Downs, Washington County Sheriff's Department. Joseph Goulet, Biddeford Police Department. Sheldon L. Jones, Augusta Police Department. Thomas E. Giggy, Fort Fairfield Police Department. Francis A. Murray, Bangor Police Department. Ralph W. Heath, Baxter State Park. Elliot S. Johnson, Thomaston Police Department. Robert J. Gallant, Berwick Police Department. William A. Williams, Oxford County Sheriff's Department. David J. Rancourt, Androscoggin County Sheriff's Department. Grenville A. Hayden, Aroostook County Sheriff's Department. Arthur G. Day, Maine Warden Service. Michael T. Conley, Portland Police Department. John D. Chapman, Rockland Police Department. Howard E. I., Dallas Police Department. Charles C. Black, Maine State Police.
Okay, that is some of the ceremony that happened today in Maine. Members of law enforcement across the state gathered in Augusta Thursday morning to honor those killed in the line of duty. Nathan of Freiburg Police Department had his name added to the Maine Law Enforcement Officers Memorial. Nathan died last year while responding to a water rescue along the Saco River. Nathan's family was in attendance as he became the 85th officer to have his name added to the memorial. All the names of Maine's fallen officers were read during the ceremony. And now let's take a look at your U.S. stock market and see how your U.S. stock market closed for this Thursday evening. And here is a look at that U.S. stock market for all of you this evening. Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the red and went down. Your Nasdaq closed in the red and went down. S&P 500 closed in the red and went down. CNBC IQ 100 closed in the red and went down. Gold closed in the red and went down. Oil closed in the green and went up. US 10-year closed in the green and went up. Euro/USD closed in the green and went up. And VIX closed in the green and went up. Stocks close lower as Trump says China trade talks may not be successful. Stocks fell on Thursday after President Donald Trump indicated trade talks between the U.S. and China may not be faithful. We're following some breaking news. Senate confirms Gina Haspel as next CIA director, the first woman to lead the agency. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
For a limited time only, get 0% interest for 6 years. Update your home, indoors and out, with hot styles that will keep you cool all summer long. Kick off your summer with big savings. Shop and save today at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
I understand that what many people want to know about are my views on CIA's former detention and interrogation program. I have views on this issue, and I want to be clear. Having served in that tumultuous time, I can offer you my personal commitment, clearly and without reservation, that under my leadership, on my watch, CIA will not restart a detention and interrogation program. CIA has learned some tough lessons from that experience. We were asked to tackle a mission that fell outside our expertise. For me, there is no better example of implementing lessons learned than what the agency took away from that program. In retrospect, it is clear, as the Sissy Majority Report concluded, that CIA was not prepared to conduct a detention and interrogation program. Today, the U.S. government has a clear legal and policy framework that governs detentions and interrogations. Specifically, the law provides that no individual in U.S. custody may be subjected to any interrogation technique or approach that is not authorized by and listed in the Army Field Manual. I fully support the detainee treatment required by law, and just as importantly, I will keep CIA focused on our collection and analysis missions that can best leverage the expertise we have at the agency.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Thursday night, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with another newscast. And I'll have a news report later on this evening. Good night, everyone. Bye.